I wish business coaches were honest about what it actually takes to grow a business online. I'm serious. I wish they would stop with the laptop lifestyle photos and the money flying out of the screen promises. Because growing this online business, it has been the hardest thing I have ever done in my entire professional life. And I think it's been 10 times harder because I went into it with the wrong set of expectation. I was told that it was an island getaway. I was told it was a system and I could just plug in and walk away from. But the reality is a lot of us are out here working a 9 to 5 just to keep the lights on while we build this. And some of us are even doing Amazon and Instacart deliveries just to pay the bills while we wait for that miracle client to show up. We are exhausted, we are lonely, and we are being told that if we aren't successful yet, it's just because we don't want it enough. Today, I'm done with the performance, and we're going to look at the receipts of what this actually costs spiritually, mentally, and financially. I'm Webley Alfred. I spent years in corporate tech. I am a software engineer and a launch strategist. And I'm going through a bit of a reckoning right now. When I left corporate, I thought that having my own business would be my freedom. And I thought that it would be easier than the 9 to 5 grind. But I'm going to be honest with you, my corporate job was way, way easier. In corporate, I had peers. I had a paycheck that showed up regardless of how I felt. I didn't have to wear every single hat from CEO to janitor. Running a business is an enormous expenditure of energy. It is the constant mental effort. It's having to solve every new and unfamiliar problem by yourself. It's the angry emails, the trolley comments, and the weight of holding your client's results in your hands. None of the coaches tell you how insanely lonely this is. They don't tell you about the pressure of having your entire livelihood depend on your ability to show up and be inspiring, even when you're falling apart. And I'm choosing to normalize the hard part because for a long time, I thought it was just too sensitive or not resilient enough. But the audit shows that I wasn't the problem. The expectations were. And I feel that this is where the gaslighting starts. The coaching industry is built on something that I finally realized, something that's called survivorship bias. Survivorship bias, that's when a coach shows you the 1% who hit it big and ignores the 99% who are still struggling. They show you the star student, but they don't tell you that student was already a VP of marketing. They don't tell you that student had a spouse who paid for the mortgage so they could work for free for a year. And a lot of these gurus, they experienced a massive growth spurt during COVID. Between 2020 and 2021, the world was stuck at home with stimulus checks and nothing to do. So if you were online then, you caught a wave, but that wave, it has crashed. And the market is saturated now. People are more careful with their money, and yet these coaches are still out there trying to sell you their 2020 results as if it is a blueprint for 2026. They tell you you're almost there. They tell you that the next big breakthrough is just around the corner, but they only give you the blueprint in small drips. And that small drip, it comes with a high price tag for step one, and even a higher price tag for step two. And step three is always coming soon in the next mastermind. It's like they're stalling you. It's like they're selling you a ladder, but they are only giving you one rung every 6 months. And meanwhile, you're out here delivering groceries just to afford the next rung. I've had to start unlearning these lies so I do not make myself miserable. And let me tell you about those lies. Some of them. Lie number one: growing a business is easy. No, it is not. It's a fuck ton of work. Okay? Success moments are brief, but 90% of your time is spent working hard and solving problems. If it feels hard, it's because it is hard, not because you're doing it wrong. Lie number two: you will have consistent income and leads. Business, by definition, is inconsistent. It fluctuates. Even the big names are finally admitting that it doesn't suddenly get predictable. Usually, as you grow, your expenses, they grow too. The pressure only changes shape. It does not disappear. Lie number three: you will grow quickly once you get momentum. And I used to think that money would fly out of my laptop. The truth, it takes an enormous amount of marketing for every single dollar that you earn. You have to be vulnerable, you have to be visible, and even then, nothing is guaranteed. And the change happened for me when I realized that my slow build, it wasn't a failure. I am building a ladder while I am climbing it. I am doing the manual labor that the gurus skip over in their brochures. I stopped renovating their dream house and I started looking at the integrity of my own foundation. Building from the ground up, it takes exactly as long as it's going to take. And if you're doing it while working a job or driving and delivering for Instacart, Uber, you are not behind. You are a hero of your own story. And if you're feeling the business blues today, I want you to run an audit of all the expectations that you had going in. First, compare your corporate job to your business. It's okay. It's okay to admit that corporate was easier. Admitting that doesn't mean that you want to go back. It just means that you're acknowledging the weight of what you're carrying now. And the second thing you need to do is to look at the blueprint that you bought, because it is being dripped to you in a way that keeps you dependent on the coach. And if the person you're paying is making you feel like you've never quite there, they aren't helping you build. They're helping you subscribe to their lifestyle. And the third thing, acknowledge your supportive income. Because if you are working a 9 to 5 or delivering packages to fund your dreams, don't be embarrassed by that, because that is capital. That is grit, and that is the real foundation of your building. And I am choosing to be the honest alternative in this space, because I'm not here to tell you that it's going to be fun and relaxing. I am here to tell you that it's going to be a challenge, but at least the challenge will be honest. And with that, here's my one question for you. What is the biggest unrealistic expectation that a business coach sold you that you are currently trying to unlearn? I want to hear the truth in the comments, and no filters, no mindset shaming, just the reality. I still love the freedom. I still love the creativity, but I am tired and I'm done of the wacky expectation that messed with my head. I am. And just wanted to tell you that today. Okay. I'm Webley, and the change that I'm making is this: I am reclaiming my joy by normalizing the hard parts. I am building the building, and I am making sure there's room in the floor plan for the truth of what it truly takes to do this. I show up here daily, imperfect on purpose, because done is the only audit that truly counts. And with that, I will see you tomorrow.